This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted, it's been a while to be joined by Thor the Mountain Bjornsson. How are you, sir?
I am very good. Thank you so much, man. How are you?
All good, mate. All good. Just we've had a bit of good weather in the UK, so obviously everyone's been talking about that. But you know,
yeah, you guys are having a heat wave, right?
well, we
It's
did have one.
crazy
Yeah.
warm.
We did have one, but it's finished now. So yeah, yeah. Obviously, the last time we caught up was a few months ago after your win in Dubai against Eddie Hall. Time to reflect on that. How did you think kind of that whole thing went?
Overall, I had a great training camp. Trained very hard, extremely hard. Made some real nice progress throughout my journey. Looking back where I started to where my finish line was at that time, I have to say that I was extremely proud of myself. Because boxing is a difficult job, but I took it extremely seriously. Trained twice. Actually, what I did in the beginning of the journey, I trained 3 times a day, but then I realized soon that was just too much for me. I was overtraining. I was constantly tired. So I mixed it up and made sure that I was training only twice a day and resting once a week. Rest is important, and so usually I would rest on Sundays and train twice a day. I mean, honestly, I'm just super proud of myself to be able to go from my sport, strongman, being the best in that sport, and going into boxing and making such incredible progress. Even though I said it myself, I was at least proud of myself. Yeah.
I remember the week I was there every step of the way, and it was a really intense week. I remember doing that face-off, and it was one of the most difficult things I've ever done, to be honest with you. And the week was very intense. There was a lot going on between yourself and Eddie, but now the dust has settled and you did come out victorious. Is everything kind of over with Eddie Hall in that respect? Have you spoken to him since that night?
Yes, everything is just completely, at least on my terms, over. I'm just enjoying my life right now. I am training full time, extremely hard nowadays. But other than that, like the things between me and Eddie Hall, yes, everything is just on, at least on my behalf. I've moved on and I'm just focusing on myself and the things ahead.
Have you spoken to him since then, Thor?
I have not.
No. Okay.
I mean, I have nothing to say to him. It's not like we're friends. We didn't talk before the beef. Yeah. I mean, I have nothing to say to him other than, if he sees this, I wish him just good luck with his life or whatever he's doing.
Do you rule out a rematch in the future? Or not?
If he wants it, sure. I can beat him twice, that's no problem.
But it's not something that kind of is in the offing. It's like if it comes about and you consider it, but if not, then it doesn't matter.
If it makes sense, I'll consider it. And if he really wants it, like if he would be like backing for a rematch and he want to prove a point and he want to, whatever, I don't know. I wouldn't, I would say, fuck it, let's do it. But I would not be the one asking for it. He would have to come forward and ask for it.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, listen, it was a long build-up over time. Obviously, well, I suppose my question here is the fights that you had in the ring, the fight with Devin Larratt and Simon Vallily and Stephen Ward, do you think that was in the end the best preparation for you that you had, which gave you the ultimate edge on fight night?
Yeah, that, and I mean, you can just see my journey, how slowly but surely I make progress, and you can see how hard I work throughout the whole journey. I mean, absolutely, experience plays a big role, and I had a bit more experience than Eddie in the ring, at least. You know, with my knowledge, I don't think that he has fought. I think he's done like an exhibition match or no, he's done a charity match before. Am I correct? I think so. But that was like I don't know, like 10 years ago, I want to say. I'm not sure actually. So I definitely had the upper hand when it comes to a little bit more experience. And in boxing, experience plays a huge role, as well as a few other factors. You know, I was, you know, I'm taller, I'm stronger. I'm, you know, just overall bigger and better. You know, right?
Well, listen, I think it was a conclusion, like I said, to an ongoing saga between yourself and Eddie Hall, and I think everyone who was there that night were kind of, and also were surprised. I think this was the best element. I think that a lot of kind of these critical boxing fans had their opinion, but when you watched it, the fight itself was a lot better, even technically, than what people assumed it to be, which is a compliment to yourself as well and Billy Nelson.
Absolutely. I would like to use this moment and just, you know, thank my coach, Billy Nelson, for everything that he's done for me. He's a great coach, great person, great human being. And without him, I would not have been able to make the progress I made. He's a good coach, good teacher. And, you know, he's the reason why I basically won the fight. Without him, I would not have won the fight. But who knows, maybe I would have, yeah. He's just great. I just want to finish it there. He's amazing. Billy's great, and he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot, and he's actually here with me in Iceland right now, teaching me. You know, every day is a learning curve, and you keep learning every day. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start going downhill.
Okay, Thor, just kind of moving away from there, is there any kind of truth, or is there any legs into a few people whispering about you and the Iranian Hulk? No?
No.
Is that a fight that would interest you at all?
Absolutely not, no.
Okay. So, I mean, moving forward for you, and we'll talk about kind of this stuff coming on with Tyson Fury over the last sort of couple of weeks, etc. But for you, do you have plans at some point this year to return back to the ring?
Well, possibly. Possibly, I can say that.
Okay. I feel like you know more than what you're telling us, but yeah. Okay.
Sorry?
I feel like you know more than what you're telling us. Yeah.
Well, I know that there are some negotiations going on and some talks, but nothing guaranteed.
Excuse me. Okay, let's come on to Tyson Fury. We know you guys have kind of met and spoke in the past. We've seen kind of videos of those kind of coming togethers, but over the last month especially, there seems to have been on social media, especially from yourself and Tyson Fury, posts suggesting that this could be a reality. In what kind of context, I don't know. We're assuming kind of that exhibition style fight, but what can you tell us about that situation with Tyson Fury?
Well, I can tell you that if it would happen, I would gladly step into the ring and I would gladly fight him. And I've said that since day one. If people have asked me, would you fight Tyson Fury? I've always said yes.
Yeah.
It would be a huge honor for me to fight the best heavyweight boxer in the world, and amazing experience for myself. Would I get beat? Probably, but I would not give a fuck. I would do my best, and who fucking knows? I'm fucking strong, and my punches hurt. So if it would happen, he better be ready. He can't be taken easy because I'm a warrior. I'm a Viking, and I'm going all in if it happens.
So, from your understanding with this, obviously Tyson Fury technically is a retired boxer. Okay, technically, I mean everyone's got their opinion about whether he's actually retired or not, but technically, according to Tyson Fury, he is a retired boxer. But he hasn't kind of ruled out these situations in exhibition style fights, or I think there was some crossover fights that he was talking about having. But has there been any discussions, or can you tell us, has there been any discussions with Team Fury, like even at the early stages, for this possibly happening?
Possibly. Okay.
But you believe, listen, in whatever kind of format it is in, and let's just use that example as an exhibition. You believe that, like I said, with your size, your power, etc., and the relatively kind of short experience that you have in the ring, that you could cause Tyson Fury trouble?
I mean, nothing is impossible if you have that mindset. At least, if you have a mindset of a champion, anything is possible. And I don't care who it is. I know people are gonna hate on this by me saying this, but I don't think give a fuck. I don't care who it is. I would always do my best and go into each and every fight with the belief of a win. But obviously, now, if we do it happen, I'm going against the best boxer of all time, one of the best boxers, at least heavyweights. It would be extremely challenging, for sure. But never say never. Never doubt yourself. Never doubt your ability to succeed and be a champion.
We know you kind of, over the last year or so prior to that Eddie Hall fight, that you kind of got yourself in great condition and you kind of trimmed down. What is your kind of, I can kind of see what it is now, but without seeing you full length, what is your kind of weight and your kind of size at the moment? How would you define that?
You're saying that you can technically see it on me by...
I can see that you've got bigger since the Eddie Hall fight.
I look bigger.
You look bigger from this angle, but like I said, it's a camera angle, so I'm not going to take too much.
I probably look bigger, yeah. It's honestly, yeah. I've touched some weights, a little bit there and there, some biceps, But honestly, I'm about the same. The only difference is I'm not as well conditioned. Before the Eddie fight, I was obviously in the best shape of my life. So all the fat on my body was just gone. My diet was extremely clean for months leading up to the fight. My training was extremely hard months leading up to the fight. So that was the reason why I was so, I looked like a boxer, because I trained like a boxer for fucking 2 years, man. I trained like a boxer for 2 years. After the fight, I came home, I got some ice cream, got some pizza, got some burgers, and I blew up. I looked like I blew up, but actually my body weight is similar. I just look a bit, thicker. I'm still okay fit. Okay, I mean, I'm getting there. I'm an athlete, and it wouldn't take me long to get into a proper shape. I'm actually training 3 times a day right now, but we'll go back down to twice a day soon, because in my opinion, like I said earlier, 3 times is a bit too much. I just have to grind a little bit now, grind a bit, get my body. I'm sore everywhere. My body is fucked right now, by the way. But soon I'll be in good shape and ready for war.
Okay. Well, Thor, listen, I appreciate your time. Like I said, it's been a few months since we caught up. We were in Dubai. And, we look forward to. I kind of get the feeling that there are things in the pipeline that you can't say too much about, but that you will do when you can do. So maybe we'll have a catch-up when you can do.
Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. I'm just going to say this. If I would get an offer on the table, I would say yes to it, and I would fight Tyson Fury. But the thing is, I think Tyson Fury is afraid of me. I think he's afraid of my power, my strength, and my inner Viking. He's not, he doesn't want to lose to a man like myself because it would not look good for him. I'm probably an awkward fighter to him, and it's just honestly, I think he's scared and he wouldn't want to take the fight. He's just on social media. He's probably just talking, he wants to hype it up, and then when it comes to reality, I don't know. Do you think you would do it?
I think if he felt like it made sense for him, of course, I do believe he would do it. Like I said, in this current stage of Fury's career, that he says he's retired, but he would entertain kind of this kind of situation with guys like yourself.
I know this. This would be a fucking blast. I would love it. And I would go all in, like I always do. I'm a professional, and I go all in, and I train my ass off.
Oh, just finally, if Tyson Fury, and I know he probably is now watching this anyway, we will be watching this when this goes out. If he's watching, what's the last message to Fury?
Get your team together, send me a contract, and let's fucking fight. Are you a man or a mouse?
Okay. All right, well, listen, Thor, appreciate your time as always. You always give IFL TV your time over the last few years, so we much appreciate that. And tell Billy I said hello as well. Where is he? Can he put his head in?
Yes, outside. I'm in my office right now. He just went outside.
Okay. Tell him we said hello and thank you for sorting this.
Will do. Hey, check this out. Here, back here, I have some world records.
Let's have a look. Rogue records.
Deadlift with elephant bar. Here, more records and more here.
Wow.
Then I have all my trophies now downstairs. I would have to show you that some other day. Okay.
So where are you currently now, Thor?
I'm in my gym. In my office in my gym.
Which is where?
In Iceland. Kópavogur.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Maybe we'll come down there and do a proper tour one day.
Yeah, one day maybe, yeah. Always welcome. Always welcome to come to Iceland. Actually, Tyson said that he was coming to Iceland. I'm still waiting. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear him say that, no.
You didn't hear him say that? He said it in his story. He said he was coming to Iceland. I'm still waiting. I might have to go to him.
Okay. Thor, thank you again, and we'll definitely catch up again soon, my friend.
Definitely, man. Take care, man.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.